Imagine a lipstick that doesn't just color your lips, it makes them glow. In 1917, this wasn't magic, it was science. It was the future. And for hundreds of young women in New Jersey, it was a dream job that turned into a death sentence. They were called the Ghost Girls because by the time they realized what was happening, they were already walking corpses. Radium. Before we knew it was a killer, it was a miracle cure. People drank radium water, ate radium chocolate, and used radium toothpaste. But the most lucrative use was for soldiers' watches in World War I. The United States Radium Corporation needed precision, and they needed small, nimble hands. Grace Fryer and her colleagues were paid 3 times the average factory wage. It was elite work. But there was a catch. The brushes would lose their point after a few strokes, so to keep the work precise, the supervisors taught the girls a specific technique. Listen closely. Lip, dip, paint. Lip, dip, paint. Every single time. Every time they did this, they swallowed a tiny amount of radioactive material. And when the girls asked, "Is it dangerous?" the manager smiled and said, "It will put roses in your cheeks." It started with a toothache, just one tooth, loose and painful. Then another. When the dentist pulled them out, pieces of the jawbone came with them. The radium hadn't left their bodies. It had settled in their bones, mimicking calcium, essentially eating their skeletons from the inside out. Their skin became paper thin. Tumors grew. And yet, the company denied everything. They even paid doctors to lie and diagnose the women with syphilis just to ruin their reputations. Grace Fryer could barely walk, but she refused to die quietly. She led the fight, taking the corporation to court from her deathbed. Because of their sacrifice, industrial safety laws were rewritten. The right to know what you are working with exists because of them. They died in agony so that millions of workers after them could live. Even today, if you take a Geiger counter to their graves, the needle will still jump. The Radium Girls are still glowing.